is going on, everybody? Mr. Loud over here, and I wanted to give a quick review and a quick video about the IK Foam Pro 2. And I must say, as I have been using this and messing around with it for the past couple weeks, I do thoroughly enjoy it, and I find myself actually going to it in a lot of applications. So something like this, you have, I'll just kind of give a couple of the specifications about it. So obviously what it is, it's a pump action foam sprayer. So you pump it, you get it all pressure built up and everything. I got a little bit of product in here, and it sprays out foam. And that's pretty cool. I think that actually, as a detailer, we understand that foam actually acts as an emulsifier, especially depending on what kind of chemical you're using and what kind of intention you need of the product, or that you have of the product. So if you're going to be working on wheels and tires, you want something that's going to go ahead, the foam's going to grip and it's going to hold on to, and you can go ahead and spray that, and it'll actually stick to the tire and to the wheel, and it does a very good job. Of course, you can use it as a waterless wash, as long as it's a foaming action waterless wash. There's tons of different applications here, but you go ahead and just pump it, and it works as a great foam trigger, foam sprayer, gets the job done. Which is actually good, especially if you're working up north or you're in an area where there's a lot of water restrictions. You want to go ahead and make sure that you use something like this, or the Lance IK foamer. That really does help your job out. Of course, engine bays and all those different things. There's so many applications to a sprayer like this. And so it's fairly easy to use. You can go ahead and twist the top after you're done using it. Twist the top, it releases all the pressure, and you can go ahead and open here, and well, it's steaming. Can you see that? No way, it's steaming. That's so cool. Probably just from all the pressure from the liquid inside of it. But it has somewhere around a 50-ounce reservoir, or 1.5 liters it can hold up to. I think that's right. I don't know. I'm horrible with metric system. I don't know. But yeah, and so it works there. It has a nice stable bottom, so you can set it down somewhere. Apparently in the Foam Pro 1, or the original IK foamer, there was almost like a rounded bottom, and it was a smaller reservoir. So it was actually a little more problematic to work with. So I think the upgrade in this one, in comparison to the original one, is that the original had a smaller reservoir with a rounded bottom, which made it a little bit awkward for storage reasons. But I'm gonna go ahead and take you in and show you how I use it in a couple instances on a vehicle, and then afterwards I'll explain some pros and some cons to this product. So a great thing about the IK Foam Pro 2 is the fact that you can go ahead and spray it on the surface and allow it to sit for quite a substantial amount of time, due to the foaming capabilities that you now have at your fingertips. So that it allows you to go ahead and spray all the wheels and tires, and even the trim down, and let the product soak in for quite a bit. Whether you're using a degreaser, wheel cleaner, waterless wash, or even a car soap, you can go ahead and utilize the foaming capabilities and use it for your benefit. And as you can see, the foam does a great job at staying on the panel and not dissipating or falling away quickly. Let's go ahead and see it now in application while cleaning a wheel and a tire, and see how it can be a benefit to your lifestyle. You can see, as I am cleaning the wheel, the foam that is sitting on the tires are staying on the tire, and it's not falling off, which means that it's really soaping in and seeping into the actual grease and grime that is on the tire, allowing there to be more dwell time for the product to eat through the grime. So as you can see, using the IK Foam Pro 2, you can really find some good benefit out of this product in your detailing company, or even if you're just an enthusiast. But at $35 a bottle, yes, that price point may deter you away from it, but actually I, at this moment, see some pretty good benefit to this product or a product like this. And last but surely not least, let's take into some floor mats here. All you have to do is utilize the foaming capabilities, spray the product onto the floor mats, and just let it sit for a little while. Yes, you can use a standard trigger sprayer, but that does put a lot of strain on the forearm and the wrist. And a product like this or a vessel like this will actually add a lot of benefit to the job. Wheels, tires, glass, paint, engine bays, as well as any interiors, whether it is a carpet or an interior panel, you can use the foaming capabilities to really enhance or make your job much easier in all aspects of a detail. And there you guys have it. That was kind of how I use a product like this in my everyday life as far as a mobile detailer goes. Wheels and tires, it's a dream. A lot of the trim areas that you even saw in this video, that bottom trim, that bottom paneling, I'll go ahead and take this with my cleaner and I'll go ahead and spray it on there, and it kind of helps emulsify that the dirt that's seeped into the pores of the panel, because what we don't realize is that paint is much easier to clean than those trim pieces. And so if you can saturate those trim pieces with some type of APC or whatever, even if it's just a standard soap, it'll actually aid in your cleaning experience. So that actually does work for you. Of course, engine bays you didn't see in this video, but it works great on engine bays. Really, even on interior carpets, if you're using something like this and you want to go ahead and do some spot cleaning with some type of carpet cleaner, that foam will sit there for a while, and without dissipating, without going away, that foam is sitting on there and it's going to go ahead and cling to what you're working on. There's just there's so many different uses that you can really find a product like this being a benefit towards. Now, that being said, something I don't like about the IK foamer, and maybe this is just me, maybe a downfall of me and my personality, as a detailer, as someone who is trying to cut to the chase and get this job done quicker and faster and easier, the instructions of the IK foamer are not so cut and dry. First of all, and I have no problem against this. The first thing I'm about to say, this is not an issue. The instruction manual is written in about 4 different languages. That's fine. I have no problem with that. That's marketing. That shows that this company is trying to reach out to many different areas of the world and different regions, and that just goes to show how widespread this company is, and that speaks highly of them. But as someone who only understands one language, trying to cut through everything and find where I need to be can be a bit problematic. Second off, there is nowhere that I saw, at least, in the instruction manual of how to actually change the nozzles. So it even shows on here, and if you open the box, this product comes with 3 different nozzles. A wet nozzle, so you use more wet applications where you don't mind a surface being wet. An intermediate application, which is kind of just like for all jobs, whatever. And then a dry foam application, which is where you don't want there really to be any saturation of moisture. You just want the product to sit there and settle there and really stand and kind of hold up, if that makes sense. And that's fine, that's great. So the one that the nozzle comes attached with is what I believe the intermediate nozzle. Here's why I say I believe that. Because on the box over here, it shows 3 different color nozzles. You have an orange nozzle, which is a dry foam. I'm sorry, it's a green nozzle, which is a dry foam. You have this grayish nozzle, which is intermediate foam, and then you have the orange one, which is the wet foam. So inside the box, I saw the green one and I saw the orange one, but I did not find a gray one. So I'm like, first of all, there's only 2 nozzles inside the box, so that means that the 3rd nozzle has to already be attached to the IK foamer. If you can see, that shows up here. I'm trying to get centered. That shows up as gray, and then the nozzle that's attached to the IK foamer is like a blue, almost like a purplish blue violet. And so it's nowhere close to the same color, so it leaves me confused. So I'm okay, well maybe I'll just switch out the nozzles here, but nowhere in the instructions does it tell you how to actually switch the nozzle. It tells you how to maintain, clean, keep up with, and all the jargon that's common sense. But the one thing that's not common sense, which is how to appropriately change the nozzle, is not written in here. And if it is and I just skipped over it and I missed it, feel free to call me out in the comment section below. That's completely fine, but I did not see that. So that's really a downfall. Good thing is, whatever nozzle's attached to it, it works great for me, and that's the one that you saw in the review. It works completely fine. I wouldn't have it any other way. I think that is perfect. So there's no need to change it. So that's just kind of some of the pros and some of the cons of the product. All right, guys, there you have it. That was the IK Foam Pro 2. Go ahead and let me know what you think about this product in the comment section below. Is it worth the money? Is it worth the time and effort? Does it make your job easier? Or is it just another tool to spend more money on that's not really necessary? Let me know what you think about in the comment section below. But guys, thank you so much for tuning into my channel. Click the subscription button if you haven't already done so. Click the notification bell. Wax that like button for the YouTube algorithm. And stay tuned for more great videos and content that I'll be posting in the very near future. Thank you so much, guys. Love you all. Take care.